Welcome to the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast with intuitive lightworker, national speaker, metaphysical teacher, and best-selling author Lisa Kessler. What is it you want to manifest? Are you looking to increase your income, change careers? Maybe you want to manifest a new home or a new car. Are you ready to bring love into your life? You have come to the right place.
Hello, everyone. We're in for a special show today. So I always have in the links in the show notes is a way to contact me with questions. And I do get a lot of questions and I try to get them all answered, but a few of them lately have jumped out and I thought, we should do a Q&A episode. We haven't done that before. So I thought there was 4 that I thought might be interesting to chat about on the podcast. Hopefully it won't go too long, but first question. A lot of people who listen to my podcast do check out my free weekly tarot readings. I do them every week on TikTok and also on YouTube. If you haven't followed my YouTube channel or subscribed over there, there is a link in the show notes for that. But the biggest question I get about the tarot readings is, how come sometimes an older reading pops up for me over on the side or recommended for the next video and it's so relevant? How does that happen? And I love this question. I actually get it a lot. And the thing is, if everything is energy, right? Your spirit guides, your angels, they can manipulate energy. So they love algorithms. Oh my gosh. And playlists. Your playlists are full of messages for you if you pay attention to what songs come up because they are energy. They can manipulate the energy. And so if there is a message that your guides and angels are looking to get to you, the easiest way is in a tarot reading, and it is very simple for them to manipulate the YouTube algorithm and boop, you get a reading from 4 years ago and you're like, oh my gosh, this is for me. And then you notice the date and you go, what? 4 years ago? But that's how it happens. And so typically when people tell me that, I let them know that that was the relevant message for them. Maybe because they're subscribed to my channel, that this week's reading popped up for them. But when that second reading, the older one, pops up, there is a reason. And if it resonated with them, their guides and angels wanted them to have that message. So yes, old readings are totally relevant. Another interesting thing is, I haven't done it in a long time, but I think I will soon do another live where I do 1-card readings live for people. And I don't always get to everyone, but I always see comments that say, oh my gosh, that was for me. Because when you get in a group of people, again, your guides and angels will make that live feed show up in your in your notifications or your algorithm and pops up on your phone, and someone else is getting a reading, but it is also for you. Totally works that way because, again, guides and angels are energy. They just want to get you a message because we typically can't hear them with our ears, right? Maybe you're not meditating enough and that's why they can't get that message through. So here's an old tarot reading, right? So I hope that clears that up. Another question I got is, what is the difference between a manifesting coach and an accountability partner? This is an awesome question because a lot of manifesting is taking baby steps toward your goal. And that's really what an accountability partner does for you. Is it's someone who goes, did you do this and this and this? And, that's kind of the extent of it. And you hopefully get it all done before you meet with your accountability partner. And so it's really more of you making a commitment with someone else and then having to, meet that commitment. But a manifesting coach, at least for me, is very different because I'm doing metaphysical manifesting. So we're pulling in all of your guides, angels, universal energy, all that kind of thing. And so when I'm coaching with my client, We always start first with a year ahead reading so that we know where we're going for the year, because there will be months in your year where I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, this is not a good month for you to go after buying that house. I think you should wait. And then we decide what the goals are for the month based on the energy of that month. So, if you have a month where the card was miracles abound, I would say, oh my gosh, this is the month that you need to put out there what you want and then follow your bliss, because when you do that, it keeps your vibration up and the miracles can come in, right? This isn't the month to force it, allow it. So anyway, using that metaphysical energy changes everything from an accountability partner to maybe somebody who shines a flashlight on your path forward. That's what I do. So yes, we have goals. Yes, I hope everyone meets their goals and we cheer them on all the time. However, it is all based on what the energy is for you that month. So when I'm meeting with a client one-on-one, we meet every single month and we talk about the energy of the month ahead. I can tell you 99% of the time when we get together the next month, they're like, whoo, that was so right about the energy for the month. And so anyway, I believe it makes you work the law of attraction in a much better fashion when you are following your spiritual path forward. And this isn't spirituality like religion. It's spirituality like your higher self, your intuition, all that kind of thing. So when we map it out, that's what we're working from. We always start with the energy for the month and then decide what needs to get done this month. So I hope that makes a difference between, a manifesting coach and an accountability partner. When we're metaphysical manifesting, we're always working, bigger than just a to-do list. All right. Then, this ties right in. The next question is, why metaphysical in manifesting? Well, if you go back and reread or rewatch The Secret, they talk a lot in that movie about the law of attraction. And there are a lot of speakers who, they wrote themselves $1 million check and they pasted it to their ceiling so they saw it every night when they went to bed. And then miraculously, a few years later, I think that was the Chicken Soup for the Soul guy, but then he did get a $1 million check for royalties. So it does happen like that. But I think that for me anyway, The Secret really touches on, how important it is that you believe, that you are thinking about it all the time. But they kind of left out how that makes a difference. It's all energy. That's all it is. It's that energetic expectation that draws things to you. That's how the law of attraction is working. So for me, manifesting and the metaphysical tools that you can use, they all go together, because all it is manipulating energy. It's keeping your energy up as much as you can. Keep in mind, we all have challenges, all of us, myself included, and part of being human, part of why we're here is to learn and grow. And that couldn't happen if we are always at the pinnacle of joy. Wouldn't that be great? Except that I promise you, if you never have days where you fall down, how can you know when you're having an awesome day, right? We have to have a balance of both. So anyway, when you are manifesting and obstacles come into your path, it's really easy for you to slip into scarcity mindset. Oh my God, how is this all going to happen? Or fear of what if I don't get it? Or what if I lose my job? Or, the horrible what ifs. And it's totally normal. It happens to all of us. And I'm not I never recommend that you just, reject it and go right to joy. That would be great. But the reality is we have to feel our feelings. It's part of being human. And that's why I think having a coach in your corner is a huge benefit, because sometimes we just need somebody to believe in us because we can't believe in ourselves. And totally normal. And again, for me, that's why the metaphysical part is so important in manifesting, is because if you can learn some metaphysical tools like meditation, visualization, using crystals, tarot cards, all that kind of thing, you can bring yourself back to a position of peace out of that fear, because it reminds you that you're part of something bigger, that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And when you get that calm peace, then you can get out of fear and go, hey, even though this opportunity didn't work out the way I thought I wanted, obviously something better is coming. And as soon as your vibration lifts back up like that, oh my gosh, doors start opening. You get phone calls you weren't expecting. It's amazing. But it's really hard to do alone. I know I struggle with it too. So anyway, that's why I put metaphysical into manifesting, is because I think if you have a way to connect with your higher self, with your spirit guides, with your angels, you can lift yourself up of frustration and fear and lift yourself back up to gratitude and hope. All right. Okay. And let me see. There was one other question. One other question. You mentioned the Mastermind. What is it? Okay, I do have a metaphysical manifesting mastermind group, and we do group manifesting. So you have heard me do podcasts before that you cannot manifest for other people. And this is true because everybody has free will. That's why, as a parent of grown-ups, I do the same thing. I wish I could manifest them the job of their dreams or the partner of their dreams. But the reality is that's not my job. They're here to learn different lessons than I am, and I can't, usurp their free will and give them the job I think will be best for them. Does that make sense? So when I say mastermind is group manifesting, people go, but wait, I thought we can't manifest for other people. That's not exactly what it is. So we meet weekly in the mastermind, and we do check in with each other and check in with our energy every week. And then we do a quick ritual to help get our vibration up as high as possible. It's a different one every week. And we use, the different 4 elements. And then this is the powerful part of the mastermind. We end Mastermind Circle every week with group visualization. That is how you can group manifest so fast. We have manifested houses in 12 weeks, walking again. She had been in a wheelchair 9 years, and now she walks miles every day. It's amazing. We have manifested jobs, books, new careers, all in 12 weeks. It's amazing. And the reason isn't because we're magic or because we are forcing our manifestations on other people. It's all energy. So when we are in the mastermind, each person talks about what needs to be accomplished. And then we do a group visualization meditation where we are all seeing the person accomplishing that. So for instance, when Netta was working on walking again, we were visualizing, all the right doctors. We were visualizing her out walking. We were visualizing her with good health and no pain and all this kind of thing. And it makes huge improvement because think about the law of attraction is like attracts like. So if you start thinking about, I'll use a book example because we manifested books too, that you have this book idea and you would like to have a completed book. Then every week, the whole group sees you with this new book. We see you at your keyboard. We hear it clicking. So when you send out your own energy to the universe that you would like this thing, what if 6 other people are seeing you get it too? That just elevates the energy, right? It just sends out even more. Think about the times you have group manifested on accident. I always use my daughter's Girl Scout troop. Back in the day, I led the Girl Scout troop, and every year we had to sell cookies, and we had 10 girls in our troop, and every year they wanted Roar and Snore at Wild Animal Park. And so they all had to sell tons of boxes. I think it was like 250 boxes per girl. And we had 10 girls and we weren't going to leave anyone behind. So every week at Girl Scouts, we would talk about, where we are cookie sale wise and where we want to be. And we would get all excited and we would talk about which grocery store we were going to be in front of. And you know what? Every single year, every single girl sold 250 boxes of cookies or more. And we were group manifesting every week. We saw everyone getting their goal. We talked about how we were all going to be at the Wild Animal Park with sleeping bags. So we were accidentally group manifesting, which is what happens when you get in a critique group of books and everyone gets published. So keep in mind, that is the energy I'm talking about. So we aren't really manifesting it for the other person. We're taking their desire and we're putting good energy toward it too. And that is how the magic of the mastermind really happens. And because it's a group, I always like to meet with everyone first. So if you would like to be part of the mastermind, we would love to have you. And I have an application on the website for you to fill out. And then I'll chat with you a little bit and just be sure it's a really good fit because it is, a group and you'll be in there for 12 weeks. You're making a commitment to show up every week for everyone else. And in the mastermind also is an online classroom, so you can learn all different kinds of metaphysical modalities just to help support yourself in your manifesting journey. So that was probably more than you ever wanted to know about the mastermind, but you asked. And so in closing, I hope that this was fun for you. I've never done a Q&A episode before, so let me know if this was good. Also, if you have questions that I didn't answer, put them, there's a contact link in the show notes. So go ahead and click that and let me know your questions. I will always answer them myself. And if it's something, worth talking about for a podcast episode, I'll totally answer your question on the podcast, just like we did today. So I'm sending you all the best energy. You deserve your dreams. Go after them.
Thanks for listening to the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast with Lisa Kessler. If you have questions or comments, or if you'd like to work with Lisa to manifest your dreams, you can connect with her through her website at metaphysicalmanifesting.net. That's also where you can claim your free weekly tarot reading and manifesting tips. Make sure you subscribe or follow the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast on your favorite podcasting site so you never miss another episode. As Lisa likes to say, we can make magic when we bring the universe into the equation. Remember, you don't have to do it alone. If you'd like more information about Lisa, Metaphysical Manifestation Mentorship, or the Manifesting Magic Mastermind, visit her website at metaphysicalmanifesting.net.